Powerful galactic beings, welcome back to another video. Most people on Earth believe that advanced civilizations and other types of life may exist elsewhere in the universe. This is irrational when one considers that we lack even the slightest evidence of this. Humans have failed to explain how life originated on our extremely unusual planet. However, many people have embraced a simple theory known as the Copernican Theory, which says that the Earth does not hold a prominent position in the universe. People's desire to discover the solution to the age-old question has been continuous for numerous decades. At this point, it is, at best, a stretch to claim that the universe is enormous. In light of this evidence, it is exceedingly unlikely that Earth is the only site in the universe capable of hosting life. However, one must possess the patience to believe in the cosmos. Then, if one is striving to place complete trust in the world, there are fundamental truths that help individuals realize they are one with the cosmos. The first is through means of individuals. People are the vehicles through which universal spirit communicates with us. One should not bother asking how it works because the cosmos uses ways of employing individuals as carriers of particular messages. This can happen as a result of a chance encounter with a stranger who, by saying or doing something, ignites anything or stimulates a profound realization that you already possess, offers the chance, receives push notifications or voice calls from somebody else, hears the radio, or overhears a dialogue. One usually gets the gut feeling that this is far too coincidental for it to be anything other than a message from the universe. Now comes the coincidence of events. When people begin to rise, one will notice that synchronicities, which have potent ways in which the universe interacts, are occurring with increasing frequency of life. The emergence of events that appear to be fortuitous, or otherwise linked, but which are not in fact linked by any one factor, is known as a synchronization. And other instances, one aren't even required to read deeply into the coincidence. It's just a question of understanding that there is a thing occurring inside the curtains and anything way more fundamental than one can comprehend. Unplanned train of thinking. An idea may appear in your thoughts entirely out of the blue. This may be a completely unrelated thought, an answer to an issue, or something you've been feeling motivated to accomplish. One should keep a close eye on this and consider what it could imply for you in the future. Verbal or nonverbal indication. A sign might be a real sign with messages or images such as a road sign, a poster, or even an Instagram image attempting to tell you something. For instance, if one has been through a rough patch recently and comes across an Instagram post that says, "The final moment is just dawn," one should take it as an indication to have conviction that things will start looking up in the near future. Or, if one is debating if or not one must stop from the job and subsequently comes across a sign with a tree on it that says, "It's time for a trip," I might consider it as a hint why I should stop what I'm doing and go feel tired. If someone notices a road label that reads, "Slow down," and for a specific reason, the message truly hits home with you, this might be a message that needs to take things more slowly in life and focus more on the here and now. Likewise, many various ways that one may perceive signs. The important thing is to listen to the instincts and not let thoughts get in the way. Signs taken from the natural world. Meanings may be attributed to a variety of things, including but not limited to pigments, wildflowers, creatures, wings, rocks, and gemstones. One should heed what they take in visually, the people and things they interact with, what continues to come back into existence, and what they find drawn to. For instance, a bird that lands on the lap is communicating from the universe and a message that the angels are close by. For example, hawks symbolize enhanced higher consciousness and a time to soar to great heights. The color red is associated with safety, solidity, and great luck. Intuitive sensation or knowledge. It's a signal from the universe if one feels that this is correct, it's there, or everything piece of my desires to perform this task. Also, if one receives a word or reads a chapter in a novel that strongly connects with you, but it comes naturally and looks natural, that is their inner reality getting aroused. This may happen while you are reading or listening to anything. When individuals receive this truth, it begins to arouse somewhere deep inside each other, which triggers you to feel particularly drawn to it. This profound truth inside us is related to the universal truth and begins to activate everything deep inside. Objects. When one finds everything you've spent so long searching for, when artifacts fall off display cases or out of kitchen cupboards, or when you emerge over an entity that provokes an event from history, continues to support a novel concept, or behaves as a reply to a question, the singularity may be endeavoring to convey with you through the artifacts in the environment. This may occur, for example, when one finds something you've been considering. For instance, a friend presents you with a book on achieving financial independence just as you decide to pay off your mortgage. Or maybe you're out for a stroll in the park when suddenly you spot an odd infant toy lying on the floor. Or, you stumble across an old photo of the sister you haven't spoken to in many years. Or perhaps a book in the bookshop is knocked off one of the shelves by chance. It is up to you to discover what spirit is attempting to convey to you through these different modes of communication. Obstacles along the path, backtracking, diversions, and delays. When something seemingly out of your control goes wrong, such as when the flight is postponed, the interview is cancelled, you become ill, etc., life may be attempting to steer you on a new route. In most cases, such things are beyond our control. Hence, it is advisable not to battle or reject them but rather to embrace them and consider them a sign of something. The universe may be repairing the harm done to your life so you can get back on track. One may also be experiencing such setbacks as a direct result of the energy having a low vibrational frequency. In this case, people will need to adjust both the power and overall mindset to match with a higher frequency. Everything is coming to a grinding halt. There are situations in life, so it seems that all is coming apart, and just as you think that things couldn't get any worse, they would. There are other periods when it appears nothing can go wrong. For instance, your car goes down, the roof springs a leak, you are fired from your work, your child gets into a fight, the relationship with their spouse ends, or someone you care deeply about passes away. Suppose everything in our lives seems to be falling apart. In that case, it is frequently an opportunity to learn how to surrender and to understand how to separate ourselves from the realm of appearance. It is an occasion for one to get awake. It is also an excellent time to reconsider and analyze how we have lived, determine what aspects of our lives require to be altered, and begin over in a manner that is congruent with who we are. The life is progressing as it should and settling down. When everything seems to be working well, one feels aligned, connected, and has a general sense of momentum in life. Opportunities are shown when a person feels inspired and comfortable in the wing. This is extraordinary evidence that life is aligned with the universe. I hope this video was really helpful to you. See you in this next video. Peace, love, and life.